horn charged up there, Eddie. See what we got.
10-4, Captain.
Yeah, we'll see what we got in store today.
Yes, of course, they rock. No other firm offers much support from their traders. Top Steps got your back. We got your 6, and we
so good. Vic's about to spike, says Marbo 6.
They got calls on that. Just saying. It's not
play.
Financial advice.
No, it's not. Put the disclaimer up there. Nothing on the tilt. Again, crude number coming in. 15. This looks like we kind of ramp up as we get into today. Again, Jerome Powell speaking at 12:30 p.m. Central. Economic Club of Chicago, 33 North Dearborn, Michael. Powell's in the house today.
Wonder if he'll be at series later.
That would be hilarious. He loses up his time.
Monday. We'll take a Jack and Coke. Here's your can of Coke. Here's a full glass of Jack. That is exactly how they pour their drink there.
You take it from here. Nothing on the ladder right now.
They're patented move.
Order filled.
Jack and Coke. They'll just open it up, guys. They open up the can. Jack and Coke. Pour a big glass of Jack.
Order filled.
Open up the can of Coke. Just do a little splash.
Order
and then
filled.
They hand you both.
Order filled.
It's the best.
Best drink in the city.
How are they still?
Ask me.
They got no
I know.
Well blended.
Yeah.
Back to IB high here in this gold trade. We give that up, we're going to be out.
33.29. Last trade in the gold. Like Claude says, it's the calm before the storm. We saw this yesterday, about 45. It was pretty calm for the first 45 minutes, hour, and then boom. Started rocking and rolling. And that 5-minute chart looked like spaghetti. It was messy yesterday. See profit, take profit kind of day. Jay, you were talking about getting back in on this trade. Did you yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
We still haven't really gotten directional. It's kind of leaning towards the downside, but it's really not much of a push right now.
Crude drifting higher here. Number bottom of the hour.
Eats are breaking out. Richard Layton, good catch. There's a guy that's in there who starts trading cattle and hogs. He watches them all the time and posts in chat there. You pull up my chart, hog market looks like it might be breaking out of a range.
They're hooping his Aggies, man. I love the meats. MP, when you were on the pig farm, were you guys watching future prices out there at all?
I was like 3. No.
All right, was your old man? Was your old man watching it? Come on, you know what I meant. Or
No,
grandpa.
he was a hired hand on a hog farm. He didn't have hog farm, not horse farm. Like big difference of
Big difference.
He was a hired hand on a hog farm. We grew up pretty poor in Crete, Nebraska, and he was like, no, he didn't have any money to invest. He didn't have any money. But the guy who had the hog farm, I'm sure he was watching it, because then eventually we moved to a different town, and it was more of a corn and beans community. And Chris Jansen and my buddy going to they're big farmers, big equipment, big silos, big everything. I always had the best equipment. Wild guys, brothers and whatnot that he had. But they all watched it. And that's where I kind of watched the corn price. I was on the little DOS screen back in like 94.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, the same screen that from the movie Trading Places, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Those old ATM screens.
Yep.
You know what movie I watched the other day? Rewatched? Margin Call.
Valentine is right.
I love that
Margin
one.
Call is sick. I love that.
Margin Call is
so
sick.
good.
What's your best movie? Chat, start firing. What's your best trading movie? Mine is Rogue Trader. I mean, I got my start watching Trading Places. I got my start watching trading. I watched that movie at the very end. You know, they're in the pit, and I'm like, whoa, that looks cool. And they're, 80 bit on, and the whole crowd goes crazy. And then they're like, just wait. And then they sell into it or whatever it was. But that got me at the very end of the
Shawshank's
very
not
end
trading.
of the
Come on.
No.
Well, really quickly, the very end, the Duke brothers fall down when they got their margin called of $300-some million, and then at the very end they had to cheers in, and I always go to John, how we doing? What's the line, John? I just actually
Looking good, Billy Ray.
looking good, Johnny Hogan. Yeah, I go, looking good, Johnny Hoagland. He's looking good,
Easily
Billy, right?
confused. Come
So,
on.
yeah, I go to my uncle. I go, hey, how did that? And I'm 15 in Nebraska
Yeah.
in a farming community. I go, how did those guys lose that much money? And how did those guys on the boat at the end? And they were broke. You know, the whole rags to riches story was Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy. Now they're on a boat. And he's like, well, Michael, in trading, time is irrelevant. You can make and lose as much money as possible. I was completely hooked on making as much money as possible. It's the only thing I heard. And I started looking into trading the minute after that.
Let's see. We got
That's
Boiler
what got
Room,
me.
Margin Call,
Boiler.
Wolf of Wall Street, Wall Street.
You know, it's not a trading
Sure.
movie, but Too Big to Fail is one of my favorite.
Too Big to Fail. Yep.
That was
Yeah.
absolutely
They make Dick Fold from Shearson look like a complete idiot after that debacle. He didn't take money from Warren Buffett.
Or 14, moved to California, and we'll talk about that. But with TopStep specifically, I actually joined a trading Discord with Master Traders Group. This guy Elder and company, and they were kind of just showing different programs, and I get hit by these other prop firms, and I was like, I should do that because I got my butt handed to me in crypto and stole a lot. Not stole, but took a lot of the disposable capital that I was using to the market. So I was like, you know what, maybe I want to think about a smarter strategy, get myself, a proper system and, way to go to the markets without
Order
just trying
filled.
to, drop, a lot of money on these and just trying to get your way to figure out